Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Sarmates. This is Big Los, and we are inside Artorius' villa in Mycenum. We're about to talk to him again, but I realized that
Yes.
I still haven't picked a level 6 spell for Soslin, because we have just got access to it. So, there probably is not a better spell than Greater Stone Skin, so we're going to pick that one. Let's take a look at the others, just in case I'm missing something. I mean, Greater Dispel Magic is good. We would only prepare one of these because it only works on the caster, and it's 1 hour per level, so you can basically use it once for a time between rest periods, and it'll last throughout all that time, even though sometimes there's a bug in the game where it'll look like it disappears, but it's still there. Let's see, I think Drown is a pretty good one too. And this Extract Water Elemental is pretty good. But we're going to go with Greater Stone Skin, so we'll be able to use the other Stone Skins
Yes.
on the rest of our party. Let's go this way. We'll tell Artorius what we've learned from the last episode, that the Senator Quartus Valerius is implicated in the piracy actions that he wanted us to investigate. So let's tell him.
Well met.
Any questions? Senator Quartus Valerius appears involved in the acts of piracy. Senator Valerius, how did you learn it? Apparently he has an informant network. A fellow called Titus Bonosus seems to be their leader. He has dispatched a messenger to the senator. How did you get in touch? My stupid officers haven't gotten any information in weeks. Gaius Pupius suggested we go to public latrines. He thought that informers or informants gathered there. At the latrines, a good way to remain discreet indeed. I hope, Dame Satinaya, that you weren't troubled by the place. I'm not that inexperienced, Artorius. Oh, my stupid dinosaurs are in the way. I think we'll get influence with Soslin. We managed to win Titus Bonos' trust thanks to Soslin. That's true. He did play a part in that. Good. I'm going to keep watch on this Titus Bonosus. But the affair gets more complicated. As a matter of fact, Senator Valerius is a Valerii, a very old and very powerful Roman family. So you're saying we can't do anything? We can. We have to proceed with extreme caution. There is no lawyer of Marcus Tullius Cicero's caliber anymore. Cicero dared to confront the all-powerful governor Caius Licinus Verus, who systematically bled Sicilia. I guess that's Sicily. And there is even more troubling news. What else? Flavia Puppia is a Valerii, or Valerii. Why she married Gaius Pupius, a modest centurion, still remains a mystery. Why didn't Gaius Pupius speak to Senator Valerius? He says that he has to pay his rent with money from his veteran prime, although his family could put him up easily. I don't know, and I doubt that Gaius Pupius will agree to talk about it. What do you suggest? I'm going to keep a watch on Bonosus, and I'm going to talk to Gaius Pupius. I'll give you a letter of introduction for Senator Valerius. You are going to sail to Procida Island and try to find something. In order to not alert the senator, ask one of the fishermen at the harbor to get you there. Understood. Anything else? What's our status? So, we lost some influence with Soslin. It looks like it's at 80 now. I think that's what these numbers mean. I gotta go back to that PDF and read it. I think it tells exactly what those numbers mean over there. Well, in one of the previous episodes, we did meet a woman fisherman over here who was offering transport to Procida Island and to some other island, but Procida is where we want to go, so I guess we'll just go down there and pay the, I think it was like 1,500 gold. Who's this guy? Oh, Classes my senescence.
Hello.
You can get in, yes. I am aware of that. Alright, so let's head down to the dock, shall we? And who's this? Cecilia Cordia, that's it. Day fishing on the sea with Gnaeus Cordius.
Yes? What do you want?
You know, it looks like with Roman names, the male last name has a US and the female changes the last name to an A. I don't know, I've never taken Latin, but that's just what I've noticed so far. Let's see if we can do sleight of hand. Detected, and she has nothing. Alright, let's talk to her.
Why, hello there.
A boat trip? Yes, to Procida Island. Very well, it is 1,500 A's. Diplomacy party. We are foreigners, we haven't much money. Couldn't you make an effort for less? Well, agreed. The day for 1,000 A's. I can't do better. Alright, done deal, let's go. And we'll make the trip over there, and then we'll introduce ourselves to the Senator. So, good sea bath. The water is very nice here. The meal will be served soon. The water is wonderful, Gnaeus Cordius. I'd like to stay a bit longer. As for me, I've swum enough. Satanaya, let's get out. Who's saying that? Oh, I guess that's Amaje. Speak for yourself, Amaje. I'd stay a bit longer, too. I wouldn't want to urge you, but the day is not eternal. Do you know where Senator Quartus Valerius' villa is? The senator? Just above the beach. However, he doesn't like to be bothered. I wouldn't want to get in trouble with him since he authorizes me to use his beach. The new Prepositus Classis Mycenensis has requested I give him a letter of greeting. You must be the Sarmatians. In that case, just climb the path up and introduce yourself to the guards. Perfect, let's go. It's interesting music for just a regular area. It sounds like combat music. Let's turn on track. Not picking anything up. Let's go this way and see if... So we gotta go over here. It doesn't look like there is any secrets that we can click on. Alright, let's go up here. You know what? I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna have everybody put their armors on. There you go.
You'll follow me, won't you?
Where's yours at? You put that one on. There. Let's see. Sword and shield. Put that one on and go to your scimitar.
Get in step. Follow me.
Or scimitar, or what have you. There we go.
Yes.
Alright. Then when we get up here, we'll take it off and talk to them. Oh, what do we have here? We just had a bunch of enemies spawn on us. We got some fiendish dire rats, huh? Looks like we got Looks like 5 of them. Okay, so there's 1 here, 2 over here, and 2 on our right. Alright, everybody. Let's go into stealth mode. We'll attack this one. Alright, got one of them, but we still have to get these ones over here. Actually, let's go back into stealth mode.
Bring it here! Try me!
Oh, my dinosaur got diseased. Alright, let's attack this one. Alright, that one's dead. We got these over here to take care of. Stealth mode. Is that all of them? Do you have a remove disease spell prepared? No, you do have lesser restoration.
Your command?
Well, it's just a dinosaur, it's no big deal. Alright, let's check on each side of the walls over here. In case we've missed anything, any secrets. No plants or anything? Well, okay. And we can't go down here, unfortunately. Alright, let's check the other side then. Whoa, we got 111 for killing those things? Yeah, we're about 1/3 of the way to our next level. No, nothing over there. And it doesn't look like there's anything over here. Okay, well, I'm satisfied. Let's go talk to the guards.
Hello.
What do you want? What were these rats? Did you see them? In fact, they look similar to the rats that we battled back in Neapolis. Rats? There are no rats on Procida. Have you been dreaming? Yet rats have attacked us on the way. And it happened right in front of you. Rats who attack people on Procida. Ha ha ha. But you did see. I didn't see anything. Now what do you want? Oh, okay. Wise guy. Well, I have a letter for Senator Quartus Valerius from Praepositus Classis Mycenensis Lucius Artorius Castus. Oh, that's a mouthful. No weapons or armor as well, first. Very well. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to take our armor off. And let's de-equip our weapons.
I say yes.
Alright, put that on and take your weapons off.
Sure.
Actually, why don't you wear a bikini? There you go. And you put that on. Put your stuff
Yes,
away.
yes.
Same thing with you.
Your command?
Hello.
What do you want? I have a letter. I'd like to get in. Let's see. Artorius Castus is a bit too energetic in my opinion. Anyway, the letter is very courteous. It will please the senator. May we give it to the senator? The Praepositus has demanded that the letter be delivered in person. You are allowed to wait in the Via's garden, but only one may go inside. Very well. Okay, now we can open the door.
You'll follow me.
Anyways,
won't you?
can you rob these Romans? Do they have anything? No. Can't roll above a 5 or 6 or whatever. Let's do this one. And do heroism on yourself.
Imitation.
Alright, try it again. Nothing! I still haven't used your breath weapon. I should do that in the future. Oh, this guy had 23 gold. I think that's all the gold that we're going to get from him. Let's try again with these other guys. Okay, he had nothing. What about you? No, we rolled a 3. When we need to roll a 6 or better. Alright, he has nothing. Alright, let's go on inside. And I'm guessing it's only gonna let Karsas go in there. Everyone else is gonna have to wait.
Your command?
Yep. Whoa. What happened? I didn't pause it.
Greetings!
My dear Safina, your idea of using rats to scare my tenants and oblige them to accept a raise in rent is brilliant. Thanks, Senator. I'm glad to help. You already did me a favor supplying information about the sea traffic thanks to your contacts in Dalmatia, dear Safina. My friends gave me back a part of the loot. Ah, so you're a bad guy. Well, I guess we could have figured that out from before. The free Dacians thank you for your help you provide in return, Senator. Call me Quartus, dear Safina. Very well, Quartus. May I ask you, why do you help the free Dacians? We are enemies of Roma, aren't we? Sure, but the most dangerous enemies of Roma aren't Dacians. Emperor Marcus Aurelius has appointed Augustus his son Commodus. Thus, his improbable son will succeed. The son of Faustina and of an insignificant gladiator is going to become Emperor of Roma. Maybe that's where they got the word comedy from. What happened? I thought that General Avidius Cassius would have seized power. Whoa. While we have spread wide the rumor of Marcus Aurelius' death, while he was bogged down in his wars against the Quadi and Marcomanni, Avidius Cassius launched a powerful conspiracy which quickly spread over Egypt and Oriental provinces. However, the governor of Cappadocia, who stayed loyal to Marcus Aurelius, delayed the insurgents. He gave Marcus Aurelius enough time to gather the Danubian legions, victorious against Quadi and Marcomanni. The insurgents decided then to murder Avidius Cassius. Very interesting. And I can't click through this. Seems like it's timed. And if you remember, that is the same woman who we battled from... what was it, Nove. Why is Commodus so dangerous, Quartus? Marcus Aurelius is getting old. Avidius Cassius was one of his best generals. He would have managed the empire. Commodus is an incompetent. He is ready to rush a peace at the empire's borders in order to enjoy the pleasures of Roma. I need money, a lot of money, to finance a new conspiracy. I prefer to help Dacians who help me get the money, even if the price is to grant an autonomous Dacia, instead of seeing the empire's borders weakened. Well, if you think that they're going to be loyal to you, I think you're sorely mistaken. Free Dacians will keep supplying information, Quartus. If Roma becomes weak, Vandals, Iazyges, or Jazyges, and Roxolani will threaten Dacia again. Enough talk about politics, dear Safina. I'm hopeful you are going to accept to have dinner with me. You are beautiful in your armor. However, more comfortable clothes are at your disposal. But what is it? Who are you? I think he's talking to Karsas. I bring a letter from Praepositus Classis Missinensis. Where is my mouse cursor? Oh, great. Wonderful. Alright, well, let me just press 1. That'll work. I think I've already seen you somewhere. Who are you? No wonder it wouldn't let me click through. My mouse disappeared. I am just at Prepositus' service, dame. Perhaps. Do not trust this person, Quartus. I'll get ready. Do not worry, dear Safina. My Praetorians protect me. Be quick. I can't wait. You, give me the letter. Here's the letter, O Senator. A very courteous letter indeed. Say to the Prepositus I'll be glad to pay him a visit, as soon as my affairs give me the time. He mustn't take any major initiative before consulting me. I wouldn't like to have to refer to Roma if he ever overstepped his prerogatives. Now you can leave. Okay, let's see if it'll... Very well, Senator. And now what's happening? Is it making us leave for us? I'm not sure. I think it's messed up. Well, if that's the case, then I'll have to go fix it. So, let me cut out of here, and then we'll see just exactly is what's going on. Okay, we're back. This is what I did. I was stuck on that screen for a while, so I pressed F12 and it quick saved while I was still on that screen, and then I tasked out, ended the program, and then restarted it, and then I was able to load from that quick save. So here I am in the Senator's Via. Will we be able to talk to any of these guys? Let's find out.
Hello.
Do not bother Senator Valerius.
Greetings.
You have nothing to do here. Unfortunately, I can't rob you either. What about you guys? No suspicious moves. Sound familiar?
Hello.
Alright, well, I don't think there's anything left to do around here, so we'll probably just head out and leave. I mean, we got a couple more guys we could talk to, but they probably say the exact same thing as these guys. The Praetorian guards. Alright, let's open the door, let's go out, and then I guess we will head on back to Misenum. I've got the information, let's sell back. What information is that? You have seen in company with Safina of the Free Dacians. Actually, I think the French makes more sense. Vous avez vu le Senator Quartus Valerius en compagnie de Safina des Dacis Libres Informes Artorius. I probably mangled that completely. You have seen Senator Valerius in company with Safina of the Free Dacians and inform Artorius. That's literally what that says. Okay. Very good. Actually, you know what? We haven't talked to our party members in quite a while, so why don't we do that? Let's talk to Soslim first.
Hello.
Is something requiring intelligence? Okay, so we know about the Draco. What do you think about Kates and Zaius' decision assigning us to serve this Roman officer? The only clever decision. The Romans didn't really defeat us. We attacked them. Yet we were their clients. 8,000 Sarmatian cavalrymen serving Roma may look like a high price, but Romans recognize the worth of elite soldiers. Quadi or Macromani don't. What about us? Do you really think that Marcus Aurelius would have forgiven the murders of Calpurnius Proculus and Claudius Fronto, and would have let us go as if nothing had happened? Frankly, to be assigned to serve a fine soldier, I find it rather lenient. Sure, but we aren't free anymore. Free? I have never felt that free. Finally rid of old hammocks with the prospect of traveling all over the world. I realized in almost no time that Kates and Zaius made a formidable decision. Perhaps, but we have to obey a former enemy. I wouldn't call it freedom. Anything else requiring intelligence? So you had fun with the 2 Roman matronas at the Sagitta Cupidonis, didn't you? Sure, I enjoyed it. the bitches were really aroused. But why are you that curious? I didn't ask you what you did at Sagitta Cupidonus. But how do you manage it that they all fall into your arms? I haven't laid Flavia Pupilla. What a bitch! The priest, the innkeeper, perhaps you, me, almost all under her stupid husband's eyes. My natural charm, Karsas, and perhaps my intelligence too. This guy's really stuck up. Charm and intelligence. Well, that's possible, I guess. Sure, the one the girls are looking at is me. Imagine Satanaya? You would like so much to know if I banged them, wouldn't you? Well, that's simple. Just keep in mind that if they hadn't succumbed yet, they will sooner or later. Even Simacy has slept with me. However, I've never bragged about it openly. I like Calibes. Time to go, I think. Anything else you want to know? What do you think? Did Flavia Pupilla want to get rid of her husband being supposedly kidnapped by pirates? Surely not. For what reason? Believe me, when she needs more thrilling extramarital adventures, she does not hesitate to enjoy them. Perhaps a wife can't repudiate her husband according to the Roman law, but Flavia is a Valerii. If she gets fed up of Gaius Pupius, she can throw him out. So, he would have tried to take his revenge. He might be less stupid than he looks. However, I do not believe it for a second. He owes her his career and riches. He has accepted and paid the price for a long time. Besides, even if Flavia disappears, I would be surprised if the Valerii do not retrieve her money. If he really had wanted to get rid of her and start a new life, why hasn't he taken his prime money and run away to settle in a distant Roman province? Perhaps he has acted on impulse. Something might have been the last straw. Yeah, you never know. Are you thinking of me? Come on. I was just a transient unknown person, and I was very discreet when I shagged her. On the contrary, all the 13 Gemina was likely aware of her affair with the priest. Believe me, either the pirates bumped on them by chance or someone much more powerful than poor Pupius is behind it. That's why I had thoughts of Flavia herself. Anything else you want to ask me? For some reason we can ask this again, but I'm not going to because we'll probably have the same conversation. Another time, Soslin, another time. Alright, let's talk to Sarmates.
Good to see you.
Silence is golden, Karsas. I just wanted to ask you something. What do you want, Karsas? What do you think about Katis and Zaius' decision to assign us to serve this Roman officer? Hammets was right. The alliance with the Quadi and then Marcomanni didn't bring us anything. Katis and Zaius had likely no choice. I understand. How do you feel serving Artorius Castus? I had time to think about it during our journey. We were going to do some traveling, that's the bright side. But in company of a full-of-himself shaman apprentice and of a so-called Roxolani Amazon, and on top of that under the command of a Roman, that's the dark side. I understand you. It bothers me too to serve former enemies. What do you want, Karsas? Did you enjoy the Sagitta Cupidonus? Me? Not my favorite place. Talk to Soslin instead. Yeah, I already did. Weren't the Numidians appealing to you? Not my kind to pay. As for the Roman women, they hadn't even taken a look at me. Well, perhaps one. And? Nothing. Anyway, she wasn't really attractive. Yeah, you didn't dare to approach her, did you? I do not want to talk about it. As you wish. What do you want, Karsas? What do you think? Did Flavia Pupilla want to get rid of her husband by being supposedly kidnapped by pirates? Surely not. Surely not. Artorius told us she was from a noble family. Gaius Pupius couldn't stand her escapades anymore. Her indecent dancing at the tavern in Ulpia Triana. the priest Soslan, and who knows who else. But should he repudiate his wife, he would lose her fortune too. He had to find an indirect way to get rid of her. The pirates. That's obvious. Then he pretended he was looking for her. However, it looked like he was seeing nothing. Or at least that he was putting up with it. Wanda sleeps around and Erasmeg doesn't see anything. Erasmeg is lost in his dreams. Wanda is his forever love. This Gaius Papias looked more realistic to me. Such a calculating person that he went up to Mycenium only to pretend he was looking for his wife? Think about it. He is only a simple retired centurion. How could he hope to keep his wife's fortune if he was suspected of having organized the kidnapping of his wife? Yeah, that's a point. What do you want? Well, looks like we can ask again if we forgot what he said. Let's ask Amaje what she thinks.
Pleasure to see you.
What do you want to ask, Karsas? What do you think about Cotys and Zaius' decision to assign us to serve this Roman officer? If I have well understood, he was Primus Pilus of the 5th Macedonica, then has been promoted commander of a fleet. He must be a fine officer. Sure, but we are obliged to serve the Romans. I remind you that the Jazyges are clients of Roma, not the Roxolani. Should we have turned the alliance with the Quadi and Marcomanni down? The Roxolani stayed neutral when Trajan invaded Dacia. Yet they were allied to the Dacians before, weren't they? Don't talk to me about Dacians. Wouldn't you prefer to still be free instead of serving under Artorius? You know, I thought about it during our travel to Mycenium. This Artorius looks like a competent warrior. I might learn from him. Besides, I rather enjoy traveling instead of staying in a small encampment where I am reminded of my Roxolani origins every 5 minutes. Well, I guess you're right, and it might prove useful to learn more about the Roman legion's tactics. What do you want to ask, Karsas? I bought this bathing suit for you, and you're wearing it right now. I think you will like it. Oh, for me. Well, thanks. I'm going to try it on. You're already wearing it. You look very nice. What do you want to ask, Karsas? Is it true? Did you pay to spend a nice moment with one of the Sagitta Cupidonus' Numidians? And Amazon decides with who she sleeps. The fellow was a hot-blooded anyway. Why are you that interested? I am not pestering you with questions about what you did at the Sagitta Cupidonus. I don't know how to say it, but I don't like imagining you in one of those Numidians' arms. Should I detect a hint of jealousy, Karsas? Well, it's possible. I'm flattered. However, I suggest we stop talking about it. As you wish. Anything else? Yeah, what do you think? Did Flavia Poppaea want to get rid of her husband by being supposedly kidnapped by pirates? That's obvious. Artorius told us she belonged to a noble family. I don't know why she burdened herself with this fellow. An Amazon simply would have challenged, dueled, and killed such a husband. I presume that a Roman matrona from a noble family had to act more indirectly. More fitting to do. What if he had wanted to get rid of her? She cheated on him with this Dacian priest right under his eyes and he didn't see anything, or didn't do anything about it. Precisely. He might have wanted to take his revenge. And the idiot came up to Mycenium to look for her. Don't think any more about it. The beanpole must be in Roma, living high and surrounded by swains greedy for her fortune. Possible, indeed. Anything else you want to ask? What do you think about the way I behave? And she says the same thing as before. Good, very well. Alright, let's talk to Satanaya. Oh, what happened to your dinosaur?
Yes.
Always disappearing on you.
Eleme Vogreni.
And we always have to keep casting Awaken on him.
Tatus Cantire.
Yes.
Anyways,
Well, hello there.
what do you want to know, Karsas? What do you think about Cates and Zaius' decision to assign us to serve this Roman officer? Without the tactic used by the 5th Macedonica, our cavalry would have probably broken through. If Lucius Artorius Castus was the first to have the idea, I presume it's an honor to be assigned to him. We must recognize that Romans have their good points. Besides, Artorius Castus looks pleasant. Aren't you bothered to serve the Romans and to leave the river Tisus encampment? Yes, of course, and it had been on my mind during our travels. However, I am also a storyteller. I have the opportunity to visit new places and to meet other people. Can I ask for more? We are nomads, aren't we? I agree, and you will have a lot of things to tell to Arismag when we come back. What do you want to know, Karsas? What do you think of the Sagitta Cupidonis? Me? Nothing. A Roman tavern where Romans are unfaithful to their wives without thinking their wives cheat too. Haven't you thought of us? Haven't you thought of doing as Amage? Yeah. Amage is convinced she is an Amazon. Therefore, she thinks she dominates men if she sleeps with them only when she has decided to. To pay for being done by a Numidian slave, I wouldn't call it domination of the male gender. Yeah, you have a point there. Sure. But what about you? A slave? What an idea. I look for much better than that. I'm already traveling with 2 immature people. Mr. I score with all the girls, and Mr. I turn red as a beetroot as soon as a girl talks to me. That's called natural selection. Well, I hope you aren't considering me as immature. You? I don't really know. Behave like Artorius. He is a handsome, mature man. Sure, but think of me too. I'll think about it. Let's talk about something else now. As you wish. And the last thing, what do you think? Did Flavia Poppaea want to get rid of her husband by supposedly be kidnapped by pirates? I don't think so. She doubtless cheats on him from time to time, perhaps even to protect his career. However, I believe she loves him. She belongs to a powerful Roman family. Why would she have married to Gaius Poppaeus if not for love? Do you remember how she wiggled her hips at the tavern in Ulpia Triana? The priest, Soslin. Love may disappear in time. Sure, I don't know her. You don't know her either. Let's assume she had decided to split it. She could have done it easily. She is noble, he's not. Why make things more complicated? Do you believe he had paid the pirates? No. Not crafty enough and still in love. He came up to Misenum with only a tiny hope to find her trail. He didn't hesitate to largely eat into his veteran crime. That was charming, wasn't it? For me, he really loves her. Were the pirates on their course just by chance? Perhaps after all. What do you want to know? Nothing. We've asked everything we can, so let's go back to the ship. And then I guess we'll talk to Artorius one more time.
Hello.
Do you wish to sail back to Misenum? Yes. Let's head back at once. And then we'll see what Artorius has to say. We had a nice little day trip to Procida Island. Did cost us 1,000 gold pieces though. How are we doing? We still got almost 9,000 gold pieces left. So we're not doing half bad. Alright, let's see if we can click on him. There he is. And then we can just automatically walk through his house. Oh, I guess we're walking through his house, literally. There we are.
Well met.
Any questions, Karsas? Senator Quartus Valerius is in cahoots with pirates. He provides them with information and gets a part of the loot in return. He also helps the free Dacians who provide him with information about the sea traffic on Mare Adriaticum. How does he use the money? He finances a conspiracy against Emperor Marcus Aurelius. The conspirators blame Marcus Aurelius because he has chosen Commodus for his successor. They say Commodus is the son of a gladiator. It is very likely, unfortunately. Faustina's escapades and her love for gladiators are well known. Soslan hasn't had anything to do with the gladiator. What did you do with Faustina while I was discussing philosophy with the Emperor, Soslan? Well, let's say that Faustina has eclectic tastes, or better, that she has sound taste regarding male beauty. The closest to a gladiator among us is a mage, indeed, but Faustina would have had peculiar tastes. Excellent, but let's come back to the topic. How did you learn this? I brought the letter as you ordered. The senator was talking to Safina, a free Dacians leader. They were talking without taking any precaution. The senator thinks he is untouchable, and he is right. The influential power of the Valerii is huge, and I can't say he is totally wrong about Commodus, but to get thick with pirates and Dacian bandits. As Avidius Cassius's conspiracy has failed, the senator is talking about financing a new conspiracy. Unfortunately, there are plenty of generals and governors avid for seizing power after Marcus Aurelius' death, but there's nothing we could do. On the other hand, we could hit hard the pirates who operate on the Classis Mycenensis' operations area. However, pirates are informed as soon as warships start moving. I don't know. We could use a merchant ship as bait and inform Titus Bonosus about its crossing. Excellent idea. However, we have to keep a large part of the merchant's crew because too many replacements would be suspicious. So what? A Sarmatian fighting group largely matches a pirate's crew. Make it known to Titus Bonosus that the Pulchera Gallina will sail to Carthago in 2 days. Do it now. Understood. Any questions? What's our status? I don't know if we gain any more influence with anybody. But that's where we stand, and we are really running up on time in this episode. So I guess next time we will go to Naples or Neapolis and tell Titus about the ship that's leaving, and then we will be on board and surprise the hell out of him when the pirates try to raid it. Will we be able to defeat them? Find out next time. This is Big Low signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, man. Tango Medea.